Hey guys.
I'm just gonna eat this for nutrients.
Nice.
I'm right in it with you though.
Right. Yeah,
Who's first?
she's gonna get skipped. She doesn't know what to ask yet. We get started with whoever has a question. Anybody?
How you guys?
What about this guy? You got a question?
What's your deal?
What's your deal?
Who do you know to get in here and sit right up front like that? Go ahead.
I was wondering, and maybe you guys have already said this, but who is the most popular in your opinion?
In our opinion?
Yeah.
Murray.
Each one of you.
Yes, collectively, we've taken votes. The four of us think that I am.
Yeah, Murray.
Ironically, I think that Q, Sal, and Joe are more popular.
Yeah.
So it's odd.
Yeah.
I think everybody has fan favorites. I think so.
There's definitely different teams, but everybody's all team funny.
That's it.
Last one,
I haven't seen him. I don't know. Hope he's fine. Around. I heard he's walking. I don't know.
You were the second baby?
Yeah.
Did you know?
I do. No, he's doing very well. Thank you. He turns one in a couple weeks. I'm excited to be back. Yeah, I missed last year because he was popping out then. So now,
Oh yeah, he was born last year.
yeah,
during
last
this
year.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this time. Yeah, his
Both
birthday.
your babies born in the summer.
Well, one, yeah, May, spring.
Spring.
Yeah.
When's his birthday?
His birthday is July 31st. Did you want to stop me? You know what's odd? Ironic is you guys are asking more questions than the press in the press conference.
I have a question.
Yes, hit it.
Do you guys get together on each other's punishment and one of you comes up with the idea and you go? You guys say sometimes Sal's punishment scene is pretty bad.
Thank you. I agree.
I download the phone's ringing, but every time I'm watching, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's such a cringy thing. You guys all come up with that, or?
Yeah, most of the time, one of us will leave the room to use the restroom, and the other three guys will have an idea and conspire.
Yes.
And you walk back in the room like, shh.
He pees a lot.
Yeah. Sometimes punishment will just come up because in the beginning of the season we just sit in the room and talk about ideas what would be terrible to do, and then we just develop it for one person. So it's like, you know, what if you disrupt it to some sort of like really snooty event, and then it's like, oh, let's make Sal do this, and then we developed. And Casey actually made you're here, right? Hey, Casey. Casey actually made the "Whose Phone Is Ringing" song for us.
Did you know when you wrote it and made it that hundreds of millions of people would download it? It would have more plays online than Psy's Gangnam Style?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew. I could see the future.
Didn't we say to you when we asked Casey, because we don't know how to make music, we asked Casey to make the music, we said, make it like Gangnam Style as a ringtone.
No, you said
What was it?
like Who Let the Dogs
Who let the
Oh,
dogs
that's
out?
it.
That's right.
That's
Who let
right.
the dogs out? Yes.
Oh yeah. Whose phone is ringing? Mine.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out? Who? Well, we just got a lawsuit.
Yeah, this lights up.
So it was almost whose dog is ringing, but that didn't make any sense.
Casey comes up with a lot of ideas, and he gets credit and pay for none of them. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really a good setup for Casey.
What else? There was all those songs we did. There was
I'm
one.
a sensitive guy with
Yeah,
too much pride.
Yeah.
Cry on the moon.
Yeah. At
Karina,
this point, it's funny because
James.
you make a reference.
What's that? Pet cremation, grandparent
Divorce.
divorce. Called James S. Murray, of course. No. That's Casey Ghost.
Casey.
And his handiwork.
Maybe in Burge.
Have you finished up your new movie?
We have finished principal photography on the movie. Yeah, it was really fun. We finished in June, actually my birthday, June 5th. And it was awesome. Really, really good. We worked with Funny or Die. Chris Henchy was the director, and really, really great time.
Comes out next year.
Yeah.
Is that all you guys can say about the movie, or anything you can spill about
Do you have specific questions?
What do we not know about the movie?
Nice. It's like
What can you say about the
It's
movie?
mainly hidden camera. It's like I'd say 80% hidden camera, and there's like 20% of a storyline. But the
Yeah,
storyline's very tongue in cheek.
Yeah. Little narrative.
I will say there's a punishment in the movie that there's a scene in the movie that is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
More
Yeah, we
embarrassing
got
than
one.
8 seasons of Impractical Jokers.
We did actually probably some of our best surprise work in the movie.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, there was really 4 good surprises.
Which was difficult because we worked with a crew that we don't normally work with
Yeah.
because of movie, TV union rules. And our crew on the TV show is very adept at keeping secrets, and they know not to say things. It's usually us that blows something. But the movie crew, we were very concerned because they don't know us, we don't know them, but they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Of keeping everything on the wraps. They hit me with a wallop that I did not see coming.
Yours is probably my favorite. Actually.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So it's good. We're really happy with the way it came out.
Yours is my favorite to make.
The difference between, because with the TV shows, you guys are using small cameras like this. Is that different for the big screen?
Yeah, they use bigger ones. But
Well, the hidden cameras are the same.
the budget went up, and actually a lot of the budget got spent on what they call hides, which is basically where, like, when we make the TV show, it'd be basically a guy in the park with that and a fake, like, someone talking to him and he has it under his shoulder or like on a baby stroller. But they would build these hides to hide the bigger cameras, and some of the stuff they came up with to hide these cameras was unbelievable. We showed up to set for one of the challenges, and yeah, we were on the side of the road, so we thought we'd be able to find them. We couldn't find them.
Didn't know.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Joe, I had a question for you. You brought, you're part of an anti-bullying campaign. You took it to WonderCon in Anaheim this year. Can you tell us a little bit more about it? And did you bring it to San Diego Comic Con?
I am. I will be on it tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's part of the Pop Culture Hero Coalition. I talk to anti-bullying and share personal stories and listen to people's situations and try to advise the best I can. Cool. Yeah.
How come nobody ever asked me about my bullying campaign?
Because the pro-bullying campaign is not as popular as the anti-bullying campaign.
I would think it would just balance it out.
Yeah, but I remember the 80s, it was really popular. We were like,
they made movies about it.
Yeah, and now suddenly I'm the bad guy? It makes no sense. It makes no
In the
sense.
80s, they were the bad guys too.
Yeah,
All right,
really
you know
knuckled
what?
down on nerds back in the day.
You know what? I'm gonna ask. Tell us about your bullying campaign.
Nerds, you gotta beat them down. You know? I'm kidding, don't beat down any nerds, please.
Yeah, guys. So obviously, you guys have been working together for 7-8 years. Which is
26 years.
Yeah. 28 years.
7 to 28 years.
Yeah.
But who's counting? We're 28 years.
I was wondering, like, how your relationship with each other has grown, or if you guys ever like bickered, or at one point like were like,
Oh, we've had major blowouts
Yeah.
over the years, but I feel like they've come and gone. We know how to deal with each other. I mean,
I've calmed down.
yeah, he's calmed down a lot. It's not really you. I mean, but he was, you know, his best friend assaulted him in a park once. And
On the movie, I punched a couch. Broke my hand.
that was good. Blowout.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the biggest blowout we had so far. So that was nice.
Yeah, that was a man.
Yeah, we're due for one another. Yeah, we're all
It's like
due for
a
that.
steaming pot. Eventually, it's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
pop. It
We're
settles
with
down
each
again.
other, literally, I would say probably 90%
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like sometimes we'll go months without having a break from each other, so it's like par for the course, I think.
Yeah.
But I think,
Nothing unusual.
yeah, but yeah, I think we handle it pretty
This
well.
is what friends do, though, right?
We also take turns intervening on others' behalf, so we'll like, you know, be like, you got to fix that about him, and somebody will have to talk to your friend for you. It's like having multiple therapists. Like,
Yeah, the only reason that I was the one with the blowout is remember we were driving to the boat scene of the movie?
Yeah.
And we spent an hour talking you down about him?
Yeah.
That was the reason you didn't have the blowout, because I
And
talked
then
you down.
calmed me down, and what I did was I wound you up.
Yeah, you got me all wound up, and then I punched the couch.
But now I'm totally calm
Now
again.
everything's fine. Yeah,
Now we're talking him down about me?
yeah, we don't want to get into it. So the,
I don't even remember what it's about at this point. I think you slighted me in some way.
No.
And you know, I used to take slights very seriously.
But that, I mean, if we're gonna keep count, don't worry about it. You're still in last
Yeah, yeah,
place. Well, second to last.
But this is what friends do.
yeah, nothing unusual. We're actually, I would say, given our experiences and the length of time, like, I think we're better at it than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, we don't fight. We genuinely love each other. We genuinely enjoy spending
I
time
would
with
really
each
like to know what you had an issue with me.
Actually, I don't even remember either. I don't remember. I'll try and, if I
They're
remember.
both lying. I do. I'll tell you later.
Okay. I'm not lying.
I'll tell you later.
Say it now in front of all these people.
I'm not gonna air our dirty laundry in front of this kid.
Yes.
He's not even supposed to be here. He doesn't even have anything to record with. He's sitting here.
He's got a press pass.
No, he's sitting here on the pass. He found it on the floor. It's crumbled.
He's got a Zoom 6. What's that, Zoom 6?
I will say this: at the end of the day, no matter what fights, things we get to, go through, any one of us would probably say this. You know, my best friends in the world, I would literally die for anyone. So,
Yeah, for sure.
plus,
Nora, I'm loving this song.
you know.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. I know you have another involvement with Comic-Con this summer.
Yeah. These guys inspired me to write publish the book. I wrote a book called Awaken to Thriller 14 years ago, and we weren't on TV. I couldn't get anybody to read it, literally. And then now HarperCollins book trilogy, and the guys reminded me that I wrote it 2 years ago. I said, you know, you're right, and it just came out a few weeks ago. And yeah, I'm signing copies of Awaken tomorrow from 10 to 12 here at Comic-Con.
What are you doing that?
I don't know, on floor.
Just anywhere they're gonna find you. That's you're not good at promotion.
Do we know where he's doing it? Oh, there's HarperCollins?
I think so, yeah.
So how's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell him Steve Dave.
So 8 seasons in, now you're traveling around a lot with the movie, right? So as your popularity continues to grow, are you getting recognized more? Are more people ruining your bits?
Yeah, we get. The problem isn't necessarily when we are interacting with someone, because we know we're not going to start a bit if somebody knows us. But the problem becomes like when we're in a bit with someone and we're speaking, then someone recognizes us because they see us and they come over and they try to talk to us as we're, you know, interacting and trying to pull something off. That's the worst part of it because they could ruin something that's going great, unbeknownst to them. They're just fans who want to say hello. So we have a team of people who just basically abduct people as they're coming in to interrupt us filming. So that's the
It's
hard
very
part.
Secret Service-y.
Yeah.
Really, because they wear like those things in their ears, and they stand around and they look like just the regular public, but they're with us. And then when they see someone like approaching us, it's like swarm, and they just get that person out of there.
And we never see that person again, really.
Yeah.
Good.
Wow. So last season, you almost got attacked when trying to fit a bra on a guy.
Yeah.
What are some of the other reactions, some of those mean reactions, and how do you guys deal with it?
It's very rare, honestly, because the concept of our show is that the joke's on us, not on the public. And I think people realize that we're embarrassing ourselves. So it's very, very rare, unlike a typical prank show where people get upset. And that's not the reaction we're trying to elicit anyway. But we've had a couple of bad ideas along the way. We did in season 1. We were like, what if we go into a children's park, with the gates around it, and we baby talk kids, and then baby talk the parents as well, and try to get them to baby talk back. Well, guess what? When a middle-aged man with no kids of his own wanders to a child's park acting strange, the cops get called. We learned our lesson that way.
Which one of you have been injured the worst during one of your shows?
Which one? What?
He broke ribs twice.
Yeah.
That's it? That's,
Yeah, I
that's
got
that?
a couple of ribs broken.
Twice.
Guy, yeah.
One side and the other side.
We were doing the stunt show for season finale, and an ATV flipped on me, and I broke 2 ribs on this side. And then we were shooting a bit, and
For our lives.
it was my fault. And a guy tackled me, and I broke 2 ribs on this side, all in the same year. So, matching set.
I think that wins.
Yeah, I like it. I like the feeling. It feels you're alive, It's like Fight Club.
To remind you.
Yeah,
When's the next international episode?
We would one day maybe we'll do an Australia episode. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Think of that.
We don't speak any other languages, so it's kind of limiting.
Okay, yeah.
We went to the UK, so everywhere else.
There was talks of Australia,
Australia.
India, and Amsterdam.
I like that one. That was good. The American English, they made it a little bit funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. They were so smart over there too,
Oh my
which was
gosh.
so funny. Like when we were trying to like do our normal, just like talk around people that we could get away with sometimes, because people in New York City, especially, are just so distracted. You're able just to do that. Like they would drill down, and we just weren't getting away with anything. So that was interesting over there.
Are you guys looking at doing any of your bits maybe outside of New York or the East Coast, maybe the West Coast, Midwest, anything like that in those areas?
Well, we've done a bunch. We did a Texas episode, New Orleans episode,
Hawaii.
Hawaii,
Miami.
Miami.
We try to push tropical ones.
Yeah, we try.
So we've done Hawaii, Miami, and a cruise.
Yeah, we might hit the Caribbean next December. Who knows?
Yeah, we keep doing that. We're like, what about a Caribbean episode? And they're like, well, you kind of did that already, but we're like, yeah, but not really.
Well, San Diego's not a bad location then, right?
Not at all.
I would love it. Love it. Have we done like extreme West Coast?
No, we should
No.
do LA's California's.
It doesn't
dual party
play
consent
different
state. That's the
enough.
problem.
You know what I mean? It's got to have a feel of its own.
Yeah.
We did Did we do Nashville? I thought we did Nashville.
Texas.
We did Texas. It's got to feel different. So LA would be tough.
He brings up a good point.
California's a dual party consent state, so you can't shoot hidden camera the way you would in New York, which is a single party consent. Meaning both people need to know they're being filmed before you film them. And that's the problem.
That's why it's like so unfunny this state.
We agree.
Well, any plans to bring the tenderloins to the West Coast? I know you guys got
Yeah.
you,
Oh,
you
sure.
guys.
Yeah, we
launched our new tour.
we just got an email the other day. We're coming to California soon.
The Courageous Basketball World Comedy Tour starts in 2
Potentially, I
weeks.
think it's Anaheim potentially, and then we were just here. We were in San Jose. We'll be, I think, in Sacramento.
Sal's in San Diego tonight.
I'm in San Diego.
Yeah,
Sal's
Sal's
no,
got-
I'm here tonight. Yeah.
Sal's got a stand-up show at the Balboa tonight, right?
That's right. I mean, I don't know how quick these things turn over, but I have a show tonight at the Balboa. Yeah, 10:30.
How quick they turn over? It's instantaneous. You're being live streamed.
Oh, are we live
No,
stream?
I'm kidding. I don't know.
It was live stream.
Oh, yeah, there you
All
go.
right. Well, everybody, that's where it is. I'll see you then.
What you guys can answer this as a group or individual? What was your favorite episode of Prank? I know there's a lot, but
There's a lot.
My favorite was Joe as the wrecking ball, the genie.
Yeah, that's
the
a punishment
punishment.
too.
I love that.
Gene does as you wish. Yeah, that was definitely a good one. That was a lot of fun. I think everybody had fun in that one, except my body and my neck when I caught that carpet.
That's my dad's favorite part.
Is it?
Yeah, every
When I
time,
go, "Oh."
every time you jack your neck up, he cries laughing.
We had to cut out a couple choice words I said after that happened.
It's at this point, it's like it's actually become difficult to even remember.
Oh
everything
wait,
we've done.
you know what? Actually, though, when we filmed it, was like that was so much fun. The one where we did Not Dog That Ain't Me, when we dressed up as different characters and tried to fool the.
Oh yeah, that's
the
it.
person. That was one when we finished it. We were like, that was so much fun to do.
The bit is that we hired we had someone posing for the day as a temp as a I guess receptionist
Yeah, we
of a
had-
building, and we had people that were inside doing focus groups, and they had to exit and sign out to exit, and they would give them their envelope, pay for the day. So it was what we did was we would have to exit to get the $20 envelope as ourselves, and then run around the back, get dressed in a crazy outfit, and exit again to try and collect another $20 each time, and see how many times we could get into a different outfit and pass the same receptionist before they called us out and said, "What are you doing? You're the same person." So it was like it was different than anything we've ever done. We got into all these wacky costumes and stuff. We're probably gonna play that again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's one of the best parts of the show right now is pushing until we all collectively come up with something that just redefines the show, evolves the show, changes the show, so it's not like a bunch of the same. Because I think we're approaching 200 episodes now. So
By the end of season 8, we'll have over 200.
if we don't do that for ourselves or for the viewer, it's not that much fun. So that was one of the things we did recently that rejuvenated all of us. Like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the other day we shot a really simple one where we just had to get someone to call someone else by a nickname that we made up. And it's so simple and so stupid, but we were dying laughing. I mean, it was just so much fun. So we're kind of still rediscovering stuff, huh? You know, it's silly how long it's still fun.
Yeah.
I have a question for Sal. With all of the gross things that you had, a tolerance to.
I haven't built up a tolerance. I have to leave. I'm afraid to get to all the gross things. I am definitely better off than I was when I started, but I mean, it's a sliding scale, I guess. But like, I still am not good with it really. You never really become fully. I mean, in the beginning, we were talking about this the other day. I think one of the first punishments or second punishments, I had to pick up dog duty, I guess, and just tell the guy, "I got this. I'll take this one for you. Just pay it forward." And I remember I had to, but I wore a glove to pick it up. And I don't know if in this day and age of our show that would even fly.
Yeah.
I like somehow convinced them in the beginning to just let me wear a glove, but like, I don't think it really gets easier. But because I've been through so much, I think you kind of weather a storm a little bit, and you're like, all right, I come out on the other side of it. But
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, because like in the beginning, you were a little bit more, you specifically were a little bit more like cringy, but you build up a tolerance to do this. I mean, people forget, you know, we did 200 episodes, but there's 3 bits an episode, so we've done this. Sal, what's that, man?
that's a couple million.
A couple million. So there's a couple million challenges we filmed, and you just get better at it. So, I mean, you work up a little bit of a tolerance, so we have to push each other in a different way. That's why we started the whole "don't laugh" thing as like one of the goals, like try not to laugh, because that's a lot of fun too, and that's always consistent. It's always so hard to like keep your shit together.
You guys have a little more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who decides which reactions to make the episode? Like, are you guys part of that, or
When you say reactions, what do you mean?
like if you do something to someone and it's not really like that funny?
So you mean the public's reactions, like the marks?
Yeah, we're involved in the editing. Is that what you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
We use what we get. I mean, if a person doesn't give a funny reaction, they won't be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of got a feel for it now. Like in the beginning, we would go maybe 4 times each to get something funny. And as time goes by, we've cut that down to like once, twice. You know, we know what we get.
So we were, before Jokers, we made our own sketches for years and years, and so we kind of know how to edit and things like that, and so we oversee all the posts of it, make sure it's good, and we have a great team, host team, and team of editors.
They've been with us for a long time. All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you
Nice
guys.
to see
Thank
you
you
guys
so
all
much for
again.
coming down for your time.